Hi, it's David here with Futures Trading. I want to give you a recap on your CL as well as your pairs. It's 4:30. I gave you the information earlier. It was 11 o'clock. All right. So, and that was before the FOMC. If you want to go back to look exactly where price was at on the chart, you're more than welcome to. It was right here. And then on TikTok, it was this last video here. And again, I want to go ahead and add some more information to this video because I don't have all the functionality that DayTrader have, and I don't want the newcomers that's coming on board here recently to be wondering what's happening. When I try to explain the video, I only put, of course, just enough there before the FOMC for. Of course, those that's already been following me, you should already have an idea of what it is that I do. But for those that recently joined, of course, here as well as on TikTok, I wanted to make sure you guys have something that you can look at and know what it is that I'm referencing. On YouTube here, my subscribers here, again, this is the most active information that I utilize. I did put a little bit more in the trading guide down here. There's a little bit more information here, but primarily this is the timeless content that I be covering in most of my videos. And here I put it all together for you in real time in a couple of these videos. And here's that weekly and of course that daily, trying to give you that swing trade perspective as well. And then of course these sections here highlight exactly what that is. All right, so that trend, all of this pretty much is in real time. This is in real time here. You're more than welcome to take a look at that information here. Here, all of this is just live trades from different accounts that I have. And then, of course, this one I did like 1,000 ticks in that trade. And here's the trading psychology. You're more than welcome to take a look at that information as well as aspects of becoming a full-time trader. And should you need anything, there you have it. All right. So now I want to make sure that those that's on TikTok that you guys are able to find this information useful. And so I just highlighted a few more things on the chart and I want to go over that in this video so you don't have to comb through all of this information on this channel because it's not organized here. And so I wanted to put a little bit more information here for you. Now, I want to welcome my newest follower. Thank you so much, Happy Spender, for coming on board. I celebrate the fact that you're here. User 7472, thank you so much for all of the work that you do here. PNL Green as well, Tag Nail, yes, Rods Move, absolutely. I really appreciate you guys for all the participation. You're really active here, and I thank you so much for pushing the content. And should you want to, you can follow me on any one of these social networks here. I've recently just added a couple of them. So again, thank you so much for coming on board and taking a look at what it is that I do. Now, it's all about universal concepts when you're trading. If you want to do this professionally, you want to be able to come at the market in a way that's simple. You don't want to overcomplicate it, and you definitely want to make sure that it's universal. That is something that you can do over and over and over again. I talked about procedural knowledge. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the video if you're new, but I told you blowing out your count is necessary, and procedural knowledge is important. So you got to have one official way of doing something. You got to make sure that it will work. So if you want to go back and take a look at that, why it's necessary to blow out your count, you're more than welcome to do so. But you have to learn, and that's the most important part. And I want to help you do that. So here's the mid of the bar. This is the universal price action pattern. The mid of the bar is above this high. This high is below that mid. That is a go to the upside. No close back beneath that bar. Hard stop there. I don't want to make it complicated. This pattern you can find on any market, any time frame, and I can assure you, if you have a winning trade, this will be a part of it. And you can flip the pattern upside down, and that's this right here. Now, to utilize the chart scale, this is a universal approach to support and resistance. No Fibonacci needed, no none of that. Okay, so when you have tools that's given to you because they give you a chart, that's a tool. Use it. All right. Now here's the bar here. Now I tried to put an arrow directly where price was at the time that I shot the video at 11 o'clock. All right, and here's that range. Now keep in mind there's two ranges I released to the public, but there's four in total. All right, so I gave you two of them, 6:15, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. Price was here, and I told you that they should go through the bottom. Now I did add the trend distance because once they set the trend, they're telling you how much your income you're going to make. They're telling you. So stick around, get your paycheck. Do not miss out. All right. So I added that there. Didn't have it there before because if you've been following me for any time, hopefully you knew what the trend distance could be if they wanted to continue down. That's really important that you keep up with what it is that I'm showing you. All right. So here's the Aussie USD, kind of the same ordeal. Price was right there. All right. So we're going to look at the scale. Price was right there when I shot the video. It wasn't even red. I believe it was like a little bit of a green bar. And then I told you, yes, they should go right through this, and they managed to do just that. And I believe there's a bit more there left for you. So you should be able to get the rest of that moving forward. And again, this is the trend distance. There's the trend. Here's the trend distance. Stick around for your paycheck because they'll definitely give it to you. Now here, they did wind up leaning back over. Price was up here. All right, so prices were up here, and I told you, and this is the thing I did tell you. I said that this area right here would be a problem. You can go back and look at the other video. This area is a problem. I told you if they can get past this, then yes, they can go through that high. But if not, we got to see what happens right here. And if they were to come back down here and start closing beneath here, you may see them fall through that bottom. They're right here. It's not looking that good. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not looking good. Didn't want to see them come back with this. So hopefully they can just jump up from here and just take off running to the upside. But you'll have to see. And again, that's that range. You want to go right with the center of that range to see if they can stay up. All right. So, but if not, here's your trend distance, and there may be a little bit more. The Euro USD, kind of the same thing. We were right here at the time that I shot the video, all in 10 minutes. I want to hurry up and do this. Price was right here. That bar wasn't even really red. There's that range. The middle of that range is important. And of course, they tagged it a couple times, and then there's your downside motion. You still got a little bit there to go. The pound USD, I did tell you that they could possibly roll over, but I said that this is an up, but you wanted to see them stay, if they could stay above here. You don't want, and I said you don't want them coming through here. So hopefully they can get back above the center of this range, get back through here, and then go ahead and make that trend distance. I did tell you that this is an up though. All right. So, but if they are to go down, I gave you the trend distance projected to the downside, and you can clearly see that will land them down here, and that would be no fun. All right. So now, here's the pound Aussie, kind of the same ordeal. We were right here, right in that inside that wick trading. We were right inside that wick trading. And then, of course, I told you that this is a up as well. But should they want to lean back, I gave you a couple no close bars, and I told you I didn't really think they'll get that far. But there you have it. Still a little bit more to go. Now the New Zealand USD, kind of the same ordeal. We were sitting right here. Okay, you want to make sure you utilize the chart scale, and the key is when the chart scale adjusts, and I want to say this, when the chart scale adjusts, don't you adjust. All right, just look dead into that same location, half of the chart. Okay, get the lower half, and don't change your point of view of the chart. Don't do that. Let them adjust the chart, but don't you adjust. All right, and then go for that trend distance. Now here, you still got a bit more to go, so there's something there available for you. All right, so the New Zealand JPY. Now I told you this one may be a little different, but I suspect that they would try to go back down. I did tell you that. Now let's see. They were right about here. So they were right about here. And I gave you both sides of the scenario. I did give you the both sides. And I did tell you if they wanted to go ahead and do that trend distance up, that would land them back above here. And I told you really don't want them up here. And I said that in the video earlier. So hopefully that's them turning back around, coming out of the midpoint of that range. That'll put them back down here for that trend distance. And at that point, there definitely might be an issue. All right. So USD JPY, yeah, again, I told you that they're up, but should they want to lean back or just be difficult about the situation, that they'll come past here and even possibly, get, down into this area here. But I told you they'll come up under here if they wanted to be difficult without going straight up. All right. So price was right there. Okay. So it was right there. And I told you that, yeah, they're still up. And that's the first thing I said when I saw the chart and they made that trend distance. Now, again, once they make the trend distance, here's something that you must know about this. You may not see it as much in this shot, but oftentimes when they make the trend distance, they'll lean back. So just try to keep that in mind. Something that you need to know. Now here, I told you that they're up, and I don't too much care for what's up here. I told you I don't think this is it. So and I did tell you it looks pretty good on the push. So here we have it. Price was right there, trading right there. The bar wasn't quite red. So. But there's that range, and here's the middle of it clearly. And I told you, you really don't want them to, get too far back down here, and definitely don't want them closing under here. And hopefully they can hold that hard stop and just turn around and go back up. And again, you still got upward potential on this as well. So for crude oil, already made that distance. It's not to say that you can't get more out of this, but there's a chance that they may lift up. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Again, thank you so much for joining me. And I wish you all the best with your trading. I'll try to come back and cover it a bit more, maybe in the next 2 or 3 days. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.